Thus my decision is to war with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets. In the bright glow of the dawn, I see myself clearly, bringing in a new day. The old way of doing things is done. I don't care what you say. Monsters don't sleep under your bed. They sleep inside your head. And if you haven't done the shadow work, you're left behind is where you stay. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the street. We gotta pretend plus homeschool. Our babies is a must. They not just no moms, but also no pops. These hola worshiping pedophiles wanna feed our children's spirits to robots. Turn all of us from carbon-based to silicone-based. Should be where the shit show stops. Get back to doing for ourselves. Water system irrigation and grow crops. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets. I'm saying I'm not some master teacher. No, am I some pastor or preacher? Was released represent with this passion to speak up. After doing 25 years in the beast cuffs. Realize they tried to teach us spiritual, mental, physical diet. They tried to feed us the fire of our ancestors resides in each of us. With that, I'm inspired to turn this heat up. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to war with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets.
We're really approaching almost like it's a Frankenstein moment. And they're framing it to us as, innovation, right? We should all be so excited that this is happening. And, I equate it to like the golem, bringing in like these robots. They would like to feed our life force to learn us in every tiny detail, not to empower us, but to actually transform us into a robotic simulation that is under their full control.
Nah, bro. Come on. You almost there, bro. Almost there. Survive. Here we go. For Chi-Town, who am I but Chi-Town? You young fool, I'm too fly to just slide out. Blue sky but high ground, my crown slash helmet. So my aircraft stealth spit, heavy time down or even seat belted. I look down, I see green like a Celtic. My heat pulverizes, the cheese is melted. The remnants of cash money, I dispelled it. You did the fishes in my eyes, I beheld it. The feel of fuck that caused my hand, I dealt it. Felt it vibrate from the gut of my pelvic. It bust off of some ices and velvet shit. So radiant, I keep a dark room well lit. Cause you little goofies are well quick. Body for real monkey velvet. Body you not for Mars, she's a female's clip. As a kid, all I did was fight. I did the bit with a knife. I know I can spit my flows to shit to a fly though. Haters want to crucify a real man.
Hey, good day, everybody.
It's not Cypress Hill. I'm Tuttle Sheet. I'm one tough cookie. I don't follow. I set standards. Catch me, you gon' have to do more to scamper. Need more to scanners. I'm off the radar. I am
kind of cool today.
Some worship the Christ, others pray to Allah. Chase a high, drink paper or bruh. You stagnated while I straight evolve. At a rate, I'm dated space ace and y'all busted stuck in the case.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm going to start a little earlier. I want to play a couple of little things for you, and then I want to read some stuff to you. Let me see if I still have it here. Yeah, it's still there. And I hope y'all's weekend is going well and continues to. I know tomorrow's Monday. I closed 4 days this week. Supposedly, I think he has me on 5, but 4 days is what it's supposed to be. I'm enjoying the work. It's really good. I'm gonna shout everybody out here in a minute. But again, good day to you all. Yesterday I expressed to you about diet, about food consumption. In America they say we overly consume, and the melanated man is actually one of the biggest spenders. We're a majority in most of people's family. We don't really get that much food stamps. And I need to point this out because I think people started to come around and realize this. We're not talking about the few that are put up there to be made look like they're the biggest thing. We've invented majority of stuff in the world, that the world uses, and as you know, and I say it, and I don't bite my tongue, the fake Jews are the ones that is usury and monopolize off of it. They walk around with a smug attitude and everything, as if it's meant to be, but most of them don't even know who they really are. They've been grafted in, they've accepted orphans or whatever, and they believe in the lie of their existence, and that's the proponent that creates the problem in the world. Well, I don't want you to be stuck on that. Like I states, don't make something out of nothing. Now, I point these things out because most of the individuals running around doing the devil's work per se, that old adage, the devil's in the makeup, in the mix. I don't denounce or denote it. It doesn't matter if you want to say the devil's Anunnaki, this, that, dragons, lizard people, whatever calls your fancy, that gets you spinning. Okay, I think that's just making too much something out of nothing. To be pragmatic, I look at things that's right in your face. I always say until you see those things, then you can be the merchant of it. Whether you want to sell it, work with it and sell it, or you want to accept the fact that it's there and keep recognizing for what it is and bettering yourself, being a stronger composite of your existence. But I want to read some things, and I kind of like life quotes. And I know some of you probably do that, and I can dig it. It makes sense. Why not? If you want to be a millionaire, what do? You put yourself around millionaires, and you learn the tricks of the trade. Or you may have come from a family, you didn't want to do with it, so that way, you decide to be a little more morally founded. Ergo me, or I. I always looked at everything as why this or why that, instead of having a deeper understanding and appreciation of my time or why, regardless of what's going on. And that means to better myself regardless of the circumstances. So I put a post up the other day and it said, well, some pale-skinned woman is taking it upon herself and says, you are, as if I am not upset, depressed, sad. I don't have those feelings, emotions. I allow feelings because they seek to get some kind of energy. So I'll deliberately put them on my man tape and let them suck the little energy they think they're getting with a feeling or whatever that I decide to exude. That's what I do, because it's a perversion. You know what they say, putting a virus in the system? You see the bugs and Instagram, this, that, and other. IDF controls it all. And nobody pays attention. I don't mind. I have no secrets, so I don't mind putting it out there. Okay? If they want to suck it, oh well. Or they can leave it alone and realize, okay, well, we got more than enough to play with. But see, stupidity is stupid as a stupid does. Now, I want to give you a little something simple, right? I want to go ahead. Some say the most powerful Alan Watts speech. Y'all know Alan Watts. You remember the TV shows and everything he used to be in. But just listen to this.
And we all have this feeling that I came into this world. Now, it isn't true. You came out of this world.
We all have this feeling that we came into this world. You came out of this world. How many times have you been here, do you think? How many of y'all remember different things or certain things? We keep thinking that we came into this world as if we walked in from another place. For you religious individuals, well, make that make sense if you really hold to the doctrine of your religion. And for the atheists who believe in nothing supposedly, which is a religion in itself, express your very exact sentiments of your origin, seeing how y'all know everything. And I would love to entertain whatever proponents of discussion you have. All right?
Leaf comes out of a tree.
As a leaf comes out of a tree, Wow. As a leaf comes out of a tree. Listen to our good old little brother here. What really matters in life, right? Based on old man.
When you lose your money, you lose nothing. When you lose your health, you lose something. When you lose your
money, you lose nothing. When you lose your health, you lose something.
When you lose your character, you lose
everything. When you lose your character, you lose everything.
Remember that. When you lose
you
your
heard
money,
that? Again, when you lose your money,
you lose nothing.
You lose nothing.
When you lose your health, you lose something. When you lose your character, you lose everything.
Because your character is the component of who you are. Now you can change your character. But money? A roof over your head? Some of you say, oh, I got a home. Do you really? The majority of people I know in a home are the most miserable, unhappy people, and they put on a facade of fake smiles and my family and blah, blah, blah. Young lady who I used to date when I was in high school, Pamela Bryce Alibi, she went and started dating Randy Key or whatever, and they had babies, whatever. My fears, because I was dealing with Ursula Weber, Shea Weber's sister, knocking all the dumb stuff that comes along with it and partying all like we're retarded. Well, she had a family and everything, doing yoga, and she was a rapper one time, putting stuff on wax, doing it, Jewish. She married an Egyptian. I guess that fell apart and whatever came with that. She committed suicide. She had everything. You see, when we let our character stop developing, we underappreciate it. Or we decide to move from the character we have. It doesn't matter if I'm a crackhead or a weed head or a drunk or whatever. That is part of my character. The dynamic part of it that's beautiful is it's mine and mine only. It doesn't matter who else is doing it. Because in that, everyone has their own character. Now, one affects the other. One is deader than the other. One's more alive and one is more happy-go-lucky. And that's a fact. In whatever walk of life you have. I have people I find who are my kindred heart in Scotland, Edinburgh especially. Oh, yeah, Edinburgh, the light of my eye. In the UK, all over in England or Britain or whatever you want to call it. Germany, obviously. The Arab Emirates, I'm not too big on them. Dubai, those are just Jews playing the Arabs. And a few other places I can mark up. As far as Ashkenaz bloodline, Mong or Gong, whatever you want to call it. So I've been there and I'm not too impressed. Obviously, there's places in so-called Africa. I have kinfolk, whether it be Ghana, like Nigeria, Liberia, the Democratic Republic of Congo. I have people who served with me. The child soldiers who became men, brought here for safety, and served with me in the Navy. So I know people from so-called South America, Canada, a rich source of brotherly love and sisterly, hugs. Alaska, obviously. Hawaii, we don't even want to get into that. My Samoan relations. The Cayman Islands. I just one young lady, I can't mention her name, straight blonde hair. It was curly but wavy. That same skin color as me. Finer than wine. Man, I could have married her. Anyway, nothing but kinfolk. Cuba. I'm not talking about the dumb racists that come here to America running around with hate and everything else based on another design. But regardless of that, all of them different characters. All I have passion. Singapore, Philippines. Oh, do I got to get into I done made Filipino friends over here. Okay, so the monkeys was playing a game. That don't expect great from them. Anyway, my apologies. Like I was stating, you have individuals in this world, just giving it another way to put it, who are lacking, and yet they think they have everything because they believe in something. I was looking in Mississippi, and I was looking at this idiot sheriff who locked this man up, an ex-cop, for a Facebook meme that's all over TikTok. I mean, all over X, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and they locked him up. Why? Because the sheriff wasn't constitutional. He's an idiot. And he felt some kind of way. He felt some kind of way because the ex-cop who put the mem up, he's been locked up for 30-something days, he was only sharing. He's a liberal. That's what it's supposed to do. But see, these conservatives are being told something. And they believe in this lie. My light-skinned brothers and sisters, I'm going to say something today. Don't get upset. You're going to either recognize it for the truth or you're going to admonish yourself. It's up to you. It matters to me not. My thing is to be the void of all lies. I told you, I'm not the bad guy, but I'm definitely not the good guy. You can take that however you want. All right? I'm not here to share my riddles and fancy the unfanciful. All right? Let me read these to you right quick. All right? If you don't mind. For mental peace, check this out. Distance is my new answer to disrespect. I no longer react. I no longer argue. I no longer dive into drama. I simply remove my presence. To be present in my presence is the most important thing. It's not mundane and it's not to articulate something else, more something. Okay? Like the young lady that thought she was smart by commenting on a video. I'm not hurt by it. I just look at it, wow. Without being too harmful, but straight and very direct to the point, why be so stupid? Well, never laugh at someone's situation, because you just never know if someday you will find yourself in the very same position. The problem here is there's a lot of people who are very privileged. I talked about the one individual who I think shouldn't be allowed in the gym, who is a contagion to a bigger problem. This individual has a proponent. She's from California. She has this thing where it's the great I am in the lower less of her existence. You know what I'm saying? And the fusillade of it is so comical. It's like, do I give it focus? Do I have to make something out of nothing? Absolutely not. She's creating her own atmosphere. She has villainized herself. She has ostracized herself. And the only problem is it hasn't caught up to her. It's not about an if, it's a when. Do I look for the dogma in that? Absolutely. Why not? Why not fancy myself and entertain myself because of somebody else's ill will when they're not supposed to be sick or diseased? Sometimes the only sickness and disease you have is the very likeness of how you walk, that you've lost your character and become something else that's spiraling out of control. Two things define you. I can understand with this. Your patience when you have nothing. Your attitude when you have everything. A lot of people have everything and their attitude is kaput. Patience when you have nothing means that you will be rewarded because you'll have more respect for what you attain instead of those who are given everything. Or they look at all these politicians that went in there making what 100,000, maybe 250,000. They've been in for 2-3 years in the Liberal Party, and all of a sudden they're multi-millionaires, 100 million, 160 million. AIPAC does its job. I mean, think about it. Homeless, the $40 billion will take care of the homeless, right? To feed everybody, another 20 billion, maybe 20 billion, right? We're talking about a year, maybe even more. I said people are right. 15 billion, get people even who are educated, who can't make it to school, can get them a trade. Bring the jobs back and get people gainfully employed instead of the slave mentality by these fake rich individuals. But they'll send 310 billion to some fake place that wants to put 5 flags next to an American flag while Jews are running on someone I'm Israeli American. Say one thing to say Jewish American, but Israeli American, that means in New York and Chicago and in New York and all where these fake Jews are, they're putting Israel first. Are we supposed to do that? Is that part of the agenda? Do I have to make something out of nothing when they're ostracizing and creating it? Because people don't see it for what it is, that you're supposed to accept it? It's the wrong soil for that. This is the wrong land for that. And then professing over the last 5 years, they're going to kill every white person. They're rabbis, the Talmud. I'm not making it up. I got videos. I don't, you know me, I'm not big on no violence. I don't, you know. Is that making something out of nothing? No, that's looking at what they lay forth and how, and the dogma of it, and how pragmatic it is to individuals who run around in the racist dichotomy of things. You've got guys literally in ICE. People who've been here 30, 40 years, legitimately going, taking care of their paperwork, and they're sending them away? No, it's bigger than, the debauchery is bigger than you can imagine. That makes more hate for the country, but they have their own people here, so it isn't hate. But the media, you allow these individuals to play this game while these bastards walk around as if everything is all right. They walk around like it's all right. We got an escape plan, we got this plan, and we got that plan. You don't have to make something out of nothing when they've already created all the somethings and they want to play a role in something they had nothing to do with in the first place. So what defines you? Life. Life is not about being rich, being popular, being highly educated, or being perfect. It's about being real, humble, and polite or kind. Most people don't have that. You know why? Because they set the system against everyone, so therefore everyone's against them, so therefore the system is working as they intended. Don't be afraid of losing people. Be afraid of losing yourself. Never be afraid of losing people. Be afraid of losing yourself. Okay? Trying to please everyone around you. Why do you want to please everyone around you? But you remain unpleased. That goes back to everything that I mentioned beforehand. Knowledge will give you power. Right? This knowledge will give you power, but good character will give you respect, and it will go a long way. Respect, which most people don't have. Do not be most people. That means more something out of nothing. I want y'all to think about those, all right? Quotes, whatever you, however you want to take them, and then the ones that you may utilize yourself. I told people to talk to yourself. Why did I tell you people to talk to yourselves? Because you're the one who's supposed to listen to you. Consciously, subconsciously, unconsciously, right? You're supposed to know when you're pulling a blank, it's you. Somebody come up and go, you okay? You're looking off in the ooh land. But your mind might be right where it needs to be at. Because you're waiting to hear something. Then you get an interruption. Some of you, man, quick to respond to something all out of emotions and feelings without a direct path. No clear conscience, no idea that'll put you in the proper place or position to be able to adequately, with decency and kindness, with loyalty, respond in a way that is beneficial, not harmful or hurtful. You know, it's one thing if you're acting like I do a lot of times, and I'm playing a role, and I'm talking about things that are all over the place. It's another thing if you're just being a straight a-hole, and you just want to be nasty, and you're messing with people, but you're looking for a worse outcome, knowing that the situation can be real bad for you, but still being a proponent to push forward in it. That makes no sense. It's one thing if you have laughter and you have joy and everything else. It's another thing if you're just being a straight a-hole. Hey, what's going on? It's I want to say hi to everybody. My apologies. Millennial, I got your mama Thom. What's going on, my beloved brother? What's happening? Needs, what's up, mama? I had to let them know so the witch calls wouldn't come in hijacking. Eva Ahmed, hi, how you doing? Eva Ahmed, excuse me. Lindsay, how you doing? I'm gonna go Nis Sombrero. Thank you, Cody James. West Side, what's up, man? What's up, beloved? You already know I want to shout everybody out, that's all. Natalie Mariana, how you doing? What it is? I saw it, Thom. Thanks a lot. Y'all hit me up quick too, man. My apologies. Yeah, they always doing that. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? Mint leaf. All right. Oh, so you had to delete somebody? Somebody's okay. sadly. Yeah, appreciate that. Nitsia, hey Nitsia, what's up, mama? Khan, what's happening? Shalom. Wow, everybody. I just thought I would bring a little different perspective. We see everything. Some of us stand by some of the stuff going on and stuff like that, and I could dig it. I'm not here attempting to persuade anybody to change your visions or anything. I'm just saying sometimes we got to look a little more deeper within. There's a lot of bad things happening, right? Do we feed it? I mean, if your tank is empty and you need to get somewhere, you need gas put in it, right? And if you got a good tires on, brand new, let's say, and you're riding down the road, would you want to throw nails out in front of it? I mean, think about it, guys. I mean, let's not be running on an empty tank and throwing nails in front of the way we got to go. I mean, let's be beneficial. And the other thing is, it's funny how they did their best to keep us broken up and not moving together in a way that's harmonic, as if they really have that control. And yet they do it behind closed doors and come out and act upon it, and it affects everybody. Make it make sense. Have they gotten y'all to the point where the collective and moving together as one is impossible? It's got to be military in the same uniform with the same ball hair and high and tight later on. Does it have to be in the same battlefield? They go, my brothers and my sisters in battlefield, blah, blah, blah. It have to be behind a religion saying, look at this. And we're all on earth. Make it make sense, please. I'm not no unifier. I'm just saying, look at these little things. Don't beat yourself up if you got a sex problem. Don't beat yourself up if alcohol and drugs is driving you crazy. But don't stay there. Ain't nothing wrong with the sex thing. I'm saying. That's natural. But all the other things, if you're eating too much sponge cakes and a whole lot of crispy damn creams, well, damn it, check yourself. Look at the ingredients again. Pay attention. If you're going to a place and you're getting a steak and it look different from the steak that you used to getting, well, question it. You don't have to sit there like a bump on a log. Or don't partake in it. Okay? Have some self-ethics, some moral aptitude. Don't subjugate yourself to some people who ain't done nothing. I mean, my light-skinned folks, and this is what's important. We never went around the world making all these wars. We never went around murdering people's leaders and all that stuff. We weren't the ones creating it and designing it. We ain't the ones that went everywhere with fake history. It's not us. It ain't the so-called black man and woman. No, we got some idiots, but that's a small number. A small number. But the system, I guess, with the blind ones in hindsight, is there to create a dilemma with certain individuals where everybody else is screwed up as if it's okay until they say it's not okay. Create a problem, and then they bring in what? The solution. Y'all not paying attention. The real problem is the fact that the true sons and daughters of Jacob and all them, Ezekiel and all them, are all suppressed, being called black and all this other foolishness. And then you still have documents trying to say, we're this. And I told you Moors are with us. Moors against us and Moors with us. And who's to say that the Moors weren't originally from us? See, we have this dilemma, okay? And we need to undo the dilemma. And we're not going to undo it if we all about this self-righteous, self-seeking, self-serving BS. That's not a collective, and ain't nobody just because you've been disenfranchised from it don't mean you're not part of the collective, and it's damaging. Anyway, I hope that this is informative. I hope that you share it, comment afterwards. Y'all have a wonderful day. It's supposed to be raining again all day. It rained all day and last night. And I smoked some medicine, and I feel I felt magnificent. You know, my joint's still a little sore. I worked my legs yesterday, west side. Oh my goodness. No squats. I can't do squats yet. It's too sharp a pain. Yeah, it's too. But I'm not building on that. I'm doing what I need, and I'm going to fast for. I think I'm going to fast for 9 days. It's going to be intermittent. 4 out of those 9 days are going to be intermittent. two's gonna be dry, and the other three are gonna be just regular fluids, water and lemon, water and lime. Gotta do it. It's not because I want to. I just know. You know what I mean? I just know. Anyway, see you guys later. We will be reading. I can't wait to read this to the children and set it up, because it is so beautiful. My boy hooked this up, you know. Oh boy, this is good. The kids are like this. And when I grow up and away, chocolate poodle, the puddle on my mattress, and colors. And it's like little poems. It is, and the pictures, it's absolutely beautiful. So this is Demetrius. This is the manager over at Planet Fitness. All right. And the other book, I can't wait to put that up. He's not going to use Amazon, okay? I started writing a little more, little pockets of information from my book I've been working on for a long time. I know I got to get rid of a lot of that stuff, otherwise it'll be a book like that damn big, and I don't think you put anyone's life in a book like that. So I got to summarize everything, and it's good to be around people that like to write, and draw, and paint. I've been meeting quite a few interesting individuals. Anyway, I just want y'all to know that I appreciate you guys, and Truck 7 Nations dead. Okay. Oh, you already know. We're eternally bonded. Absolutely. The camera isn't sure if it should focus on red or the review, but yeah, they're doing that. You know what that's all about. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you did? Okay. Well, let's hope that dream becomes a reality. There'll be things in there that have people going, oh, shut your face. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off, and I appreciate y'all taking the time and supporting the channel and everything. All right, I really do. I appreciate you guys. All right, and I'll see you guys here in a little bit. Yes, it's gonna be Helena Blavatsky and the Power Now, Eckhart Tolle. All right, and we'll get back into Tartary. It's pretty interesting. It gets pretty interesting. All right, see you guys later.